this year's Left-Handers Day, Embracing Differences, Breaking the Myths. You can track us on www.radionigeriaibadan.gov.ng, X, Instagram and Facebook at PFM935 Ibadan. I'm Emilia Uchimudia. Now the details of the news. President Bola Tinubu has called for stronger national and international cooperation to tackle emerging security threats confronting Nigeria and other parts of the world. The president made the call at an international conference on security in Abuja, the nation's capital. Represented by Deputy Senate President Mr. Barau Jibrin, President Tinubu said Nigeria was facing multifaceted security challenges which required coordinated and sustainable responses from governments, international organizations, faith leaders, and other stakeholders. The president said his administration remained committed to working with other countries and international organizations to build a stable and secure Nigeria while contributing to global security. Ahead of the Saturday's governorship election in Osun State, security agencies have been urged to remain neutral and professional in the discharge of their duties to ensure a successful and credible electoral process. The executive director of Yaga Africa, Mr. Samson Itodo, made the call while engaging journalists on election results management at an event held in Osogbo, the state capital. Mr. Itodo explained that the call became imperative following reported cases of pre-election violence and intimidation which have characterized the state in recent months. He cautioned political actors against approaching the election as a do-or-die affair, during urging them to abide by the electoral guidelines.
We expect that the IG of police, the security agencies, will be neutral. We met the IG last week. He assured of neutrality. We want to hold him to that.
Mr. Itodo added that the integrity of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and the management of election results and the effective utilization of logistics are critical to the success of the election. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Olatunji Disu, has deployed Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ishaku Muhammad, to Osun State to coordinate security operations for the governorship election scheduled for this Saturday. According to a statement by the Nigeria Police Force, the deployment is part of the Nigeria Police Force's operational strategy to ensure a peaceful, secure and credible electoral process across the state. The statement notes that Mr. Muhammad will coordinate the police component of the election security arrangement and work closely with other security agencies under the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. The statement also adds that adequate security arrangements had been put in place to protect voters, INEC personnel, election materials, polling units, collation centers, accredited observers, and media professionals before, during, and after the election. You are on to the news at 11 here on Premier FM 93.5 from the stable of Radio Nigeria. We'll be back in a moment to stay. We're glad to know you're still there. And after the rest of the news, this day in 2014, President Goodluck Jonathan appointed Mr. Nladi Kifasi as the new head of Federal Civil Service. And now to our state. Of course, the government has officially unveiled a new cultural anthem for it. The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun, made this known at the third edition of the World Songo Festival and the Duro Ladipo Memorial Symposium held at the Cultural Center Mokola here in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Dr. Olatunbosun said the anthem would henceforth be played immediately after the state anthem them at all cultural and Isheshe-related programs in the state. The Commission described the initiative as a deliberate step towards strengthening and sustaining Yoruba traditions. He reiterated the unwavering commitment of the state government to safeguarding the legacies of individuals who devoted their lives to promoting African culture and Yoruba heritage. Over 3 million children in states across the southwest as well as Edo have no record of birth registration. The disclosure was made at a 2-day media workshop held in Lagos by the State National Population Commission in partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. Declaring the workshop open, Chief of UNICEF Lagos Field Office Celine Lafocree decried a situation where newborn babies do not have their names in any government record.
Birth registration is the child's identity, and it is the foundational every child's rights. Without that right, nothing else can happen.
The UNICEF boss hinted that the new registration of birth now comes with National Identification Number, NIN. She therefore called on patients to ensure that the birth of their children was captured in the government's record. Earlier in an address of welcome, the Lagos Director of the National Population Commission, NPC, Mr. Sherifdeen Kekereekun, submitted that birth registration and other forms of registration were now digitized.
We've had us to be using manual in the past, but now we've gone full digitalization. Virtually everything we do now is on digital.
Mr. Kekereekun then called on the media to help in the mobilization drive for birth registration. And now to the foreign scene, Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin's first ever visit to the disputed Kuril Island as absolutely unacceptable. Mr. Takaichi said President Putin's trip has worsened Japanese sentiment towards Russia, maintaining the island chain was a unique territory for Japan historically and under international law. President Putin visited Iturup, known in Japan as Etorofu, one of the 4 islands in the Kuril chain that are claimed by Russia and Japan. Politics is not a do-or-die affair. Let us embrace the spirit of sportsmanship. And quickly to today's Heart of the Matter, an intern from Pinnacle College of Media, Arts and Communication, Ibadan, Olamilekan Shedrack, writes on the theme of this year's World Left-Handers Day, Embracing Differences, Breaking the Myths.
A quote by former deputy of the French Assembly, Victor Hugo: "The left-handed are precious. They take places which are inconvenient for the rest." This quote infers that being left-handed is not a curse, bad luck, or certainly not a reason for anyone to be ashamed of. Left-handedness is a natural variation in human development, influenced by a combination of genetic, biological, and environmental factors. Both males and females can be left-handed, although left-handedness is slightly more common among males. For centuries, however, left-handers have faced misunderstanding and stigmatization in different parts of the world. In some cultures, using the left hand has been associated with evil, bad luck, or impurity, while in some families, children who naturally prefer their left hand have been forced to use their right hand. But these beliefs are not scientifically proven. Left-handedness does not make a person less intelligent, less capable, or less important. Rather, the users could even be more intelligent. From leadership and politics to music, sports, business, and the arts, left-handed people have made significant contributions to society. Well-known personalities who are left-handed, like former United States Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, wife of the former governor of Ekiti State, Erelubisi Fayemi, former governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, revered monarch, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwose, musician Paul McCartney, and media personality Oprah Winfrey have displayed their brilliancy in their field of chosen career. Their achievements show that success is not determined by which hand a person uses. When a child naturally prefers the left hand, the child should not be forced to change simply because of cultural beliefs or superstitions. With the right guidance, encouragement, and tools to learn and develop comfortably, left-handed people can overcome the challenges. Other common myth is that left-handers are more intelligent or more creative than right-handed people. While individual left-handers may excel in different areas, there is no scientific basis for claiming that they are generally more intelligent or creative. Such beliefs have no scientific basis and can only create fear, discrimination, and low self-esteem. Society must therefore move away from these outdated perceptions. A person should be judged by his or her character, skills, values, and contributions, not by the hand used for writing or performing daily activities. As the world marks Left-Handers Day, left-handers, the users, need to remember that being one does not infer superior or inferior to anyone else, as it is one of the many natural differences that make human beings unique. The message to parents, teachers, and society is clear. Do not try to change what does not need to be changed, considering that is how God wants it. Instead, create an environment where every child can discover his or her abilities, develop confidence, and reach their full potential. After all, the hand a person uses may be different, but the dreams, talents, and potential to make a difference remains the same.
That script on the theme of this year's World Left-Handers Day, Embracing Differences, Breaking the Myths, was written by an intern from Pinnacle College of Media Arts and Communications, Ibadan, Olamilekan Shedrack, and read by Olubukola Enimola. To end the news at 11 on Premier FM 93.5, here again are the day's top stories. President Bola Tinubu has called for stronger national and international cooperation to tackle emerging security threats confronting Nigeria and other parts of the world. Oyo State government has officially unveiled a new cultural anthem for the state. The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun, said the anthem would henceforth be played immediately after the state anthem at all cultural and Isheshe-related programs in the state. And on the foreign scene, we told you that Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has criticized Russia's